What's up, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Well, guys, it's we all know that there's a homeless problem in the United States. There's also a issue of a lot of mentally ill people. The story I'm about to do might have something to do with both of them. I know it has something to do with homelessness. This story took place not too long ago in Long Beach, California. Shout out to Long Beach and Cali, period. Some people are going to laugh at this and it's messed up to laugh. I don't think it's funny. I don't know why I laugh because this is a story that's weird. But it's a story of a lady that was walking down the street, and it's making big news right now. And this lady was just walking and minding her business, and some homeless man sitting up against the storefront saw her, jumped up, and did some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen on a film. I mean, it's very brief, but I mean, those with rational minds, we would never think about doing it, especially us men nowadays with the Me Too movement, all this other stuff. This dude, you can tell there's something wrong with him, and something should have been done to him too. Check this video out and we'll come back and do what we do with it.
The suspect has been arrested after a sexual assault in Long Beach is captured on camera.
Yeah, the attack actually happened in broad daylight. Gigi's live this morning in Long Beach with this really disturbing video. Hi, Gigi.
That's right, and the victim is speaking out, hoping that it will help other women, reminding them to always be alert, even during daylight hours. Take a look at the surveillance video. The attack happened on Friday, October 20th. It was just after 2:15 in the afternoon when Rebecca Peterson was walking not far from where she works here on Linden and Broadway in Long Beach, when suddenly she is attacked by a man who'd been walking behind her. The suspect, a homeless man, walking around with his pants down and his genitals out.
He lifted up my dress all the way and thrusted himself onto me. Oh, I screamed what a few times. When I turned around, I did notice he started picking up his pants. If it wasn't in broad daylight and that man wasn't sitting there, he would have tried to rape me for sure.
After the attack and being confronted by a man who had witnessed it all, the suspect ran off. But thanks to the security camera footage, 30-year-old Miguel Avila was later arrested by the Long Beach Police Department just a few hours later. But those who work in this area say this is just the latest incident in a string of crimes tied to the homeless community. And they blame in part the Metro line. That's because there's an end-of-line policy. And basically at midnight when the train or bus shuts down, it has to be cleaned, so everyone is forced off. And according to a report from Metro, an average of 39 unhoused persons are left in Long Beach every night, and business owners here are hoping that Metro will revise that policy. Reporting live this morning, I'm Gigi.
Guys, that was the video, and I must admit that was some craziness right there. My man need his head cracked, homeless or mentally ill or not. I think honestly, regardless of what was going on in his head, that was pure primal instinct you seen. He was sitting there minding his business, not even thinking about nothing. Lady came by, she was attractive, saw the legs, she had some nice thighs on her. You saw his face when he got up, he was like, damn! He saw the bubble, put his ass in trouble. I think he acted primarily off of primal instinct. You saw something, you wanted it, you got turned up, couldn't think, all you was thinking about was breathing. I'm gonna tell you another thing, and I don't mean to get graphic. That's a dirty ass homeless dude. He pulled his dick out and was following her with his meat out. It was a guy standing right there. He didn't even look at the guy. He was turned up. The lady said something a lot of people dismiss, but listen, she coming from a female point of view. She said, I'm sure if it was dark out there and that man was not there, he would have raped me. I believe so too. He was turned up. Poppy wanted to get his. You know what I'm saying? You notice that the guy didn't just stand there and watch what happened. He got up and did something. I give him respect. A lot of people, a lot of guys nowadays sit there and videotape that on their phones. Or they'll just get up and look. I mean, some people will say something, which is the right thing to do. But I mean, just craziness. I wonder where he went when he ran off. He probably ran and went and sat back in that same spot, waiting for another victim. But anyway, you heard what they said on the thing where they said the train, they ride the train line, and at the last stop, they're forced to get off and they're stuck out there in Long Beach. He said up to 20-something people, 30-something people be out there just wandering the streets until they start their day again. I mean, they homeless. They ain't got nowhere to be. So I mean, everywhere is their home. They live outside. But it's a good thing the lady wasn't hurt. I mean, she probably had some bumps and bruises for falling. But I mean, and some embarrassment. Lady interviewed, talked about it, said, she said, hey, what the F? You know what I'm saying? I mean, what she's not going to fight him. I mean, he's a man and he's out of his mind. But I'm going to tell you a story. I remember I was in Philadelphia at I think it was called the Gallery. They had a mall out there called the Gallery. And me and my cousin, we were young, like teenagers. I'll never forget it. We got on the bus and we was about to come back home. You know, back over the bridge to Jersey, New Jersey Transit, right? So we in the transit, but we just sitting there waiting for it to leave. Me and my cousin sitting there looking out the window, and it's people walking back and forth. You know, your eye just catch something. I see this guy, this homeless guy, and he's running real low, but he's like creeping. And he's staring at something, and it's a lady in front of me, in front of him, with a guy, hand in hand walking. She got her purse. I'm like, he about to snatch her purse. I tell my cousin, I said, look. So my cousin looks, the guy, I'm thinking he's staring at her purse coming up behind her. And then people started noticing and like looking at him like as they was walking by. This homeless dude, guys, took his finger and ran it up the crack of her behind. She had loose fitting clothes on. You know what I'm saying? And ran it up the crack of her behind, and he sniffed it and he ran away. The dude and the girl was like, what the hell? And like he jogged away like casually, like, and just went down the thing to the subway. Make that make sense. There's a lot of sick people out here. And you know, nowadays, you used to be able to blame that on mental illness. But nowadays, there are people out here that are just sick. It seems like we said before, after COVID, and I'm not saying COVID was the cause. A lot of people say the COVID conspiracy. It seemed like after COVID and people was locked in, and they opened the doors and let us roam freely again. A whole bunch of different animals that was inside then came out, and they're appearing all over. There are random acts like this all the time. And I'm going to tell you something. Outside of this, if you pay attention to how the world is going, you're going to start seeing, and in fact, we're seeing it now in certain cities. You're going to start seeing vans just pull up and start snatching people right off the street. Dudes in masks just grabbing people and running off. We're going to be like, what the hell? They're going to start kidnapping people in broad daylight. I mean, they're doing it now. It's going to be on Mars. Watch. They're going to start snatching people. Or just doing blatant disrespectful stuff like this, regardless if you got a man with you or not. Times is changing. The laws need to change too. Now, luckily they caught this guy. And he'll get the help he needs if he can be helped. If he can't, there's landscape and flower beds all over. Just pick one. But anyway, the only happy ending is the guy was arrested. And the other guy was there to help. And the lady's okay. But just be careful out there. You know, it's crazy women out there too. We ain't gonna put this all on dudes. Juggernaut real. Juggernaut dangerous. I'm Stock Market Steve. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take care.